Hey guys, it's Phyrra, and today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me for Valentine's Day with Deadpool. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply eyeshadow primer. Well, you've probably seen me do this a million times. I'm actually going to use a brush today. This is Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and this is an IT Cosmetics brush. The reason I'm using the brush is that it's much easier for me to apply eyeshadow primer with a brush while I have my lash extensions. So I basically just go in with the brush and apply it. If you prefer to use concealer or foundation instead of eyeshadow primer, go for that. It's really whatever you're comfortable with. I just happen to be comfortable with eyeshadow primer because otherwise the things melt on me. They go away, they don't last. Now that I have the eyeshadow primer on, I'm going to put on a base color, and this base color is Too Faced Purple Rain. That's because purples seem to need all the help they can get. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm basically just putting this on the lid. As you can see, this is a purple with purple sparkles, so it's going to intensify any purple that you go for. Run this along your lower lid too. And yes, I'm guilty of making all kinds of like crazy faces when I put on my eyeshadow. I was going to try to keep this to just one palette, but I couldn't do that, so basically I'm using both the Too Faced Peanut Butter Jelly Time palette and the Chocolate Bonbons palette. Next we are going to go for Jelly. And today is my first day using this palette, so I'm kind of excited. I like using a new palette. I'm going to take this little EcoTools lid brush to apply jelly to my lid. I swear e.l.f. is the only brand that makes a lid brush the right size for my lids. Most lid brushes are too big, in my opinion, for my lid, so I need a smaller brush so that I have more control. And as you can see, that purple base really helps this color to pop. If you don't have that purple pencil from Too Faced that I use, you could probably use just any purple eyeliner. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is an IT Cosmetics brush. And I'm going to use the color Extra Creamy. And I'm using this as a base shade just to make it easier to blend other colors on the hood of my eye because I have hooded eyes. Oh, and I didn't even tell you, I should have told you. This is the look that I'm going to be wearing to go see. This is the look that I'm going to be wearing to go see Deadpool on Sunday. I told Ray and Dave that they had to take me to Deadpool as soon as it came out. When I saw it was for Valentine's Day, I'm like, you guys are taking me for Valentine's Day. So the 3 of us are going, and we're also going with our 4 closest friends. So it will be the 7 of us to watch Deadpool on Sunday. On Saturday, we're doing the grown-up Valentine's Day because we're going to go to like a cheese and wine tasting thing. But Sunday's for a movie. Okay, now I'm taking the Makeup Geek Soft Dome Brush and Cashew Chew from the Chocolate Bonbons palette, this color right here. And I'm gonna basically apply this onto the hood of the eye. And this is just to make it easier for other colors to apply and blend, much like the base shade. I'm trying to go for gradual colors as opposed to just, hello, darkness right there. I am next gonna reach for Pecan Praline, which is like this taupey shade right here. And I'm really just building on what I did before, deepening it a little bit. It's still really light. Next I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush with the shade Bordeaux, which is this like reddish brown, it's like a brown wine shade. I wish it was more of like a burgundy, but I guess it's really more like burgundy brown. Make sure you tap that one off because it's really pigmented and you don't want to just have like a dark streak. I'm going to build it up gradually, and I'm applying this basically to my hood, kind of the lower hood. And I'm trying to not go past like the outer corner of my lid, but I am going to drag a little bit of Bordeaux down on the outer corner of the lid, and I'm also going to work a little bit of Bordeaux down into the like outer corner here. And this is really just to help me sort of fake a crease without it being too harsh on top of my hood. That's why I'm reaching for these matte shades. I'm gonna take my Goth 6 brush to blend. And I'm gonna go back over with the brush that had Pecan Praline. See how that just kind of smooths everything out? I'm going to go back with a brush that had Cashew Chew and just further hit the edges of the color. I'm trying to make the colors gradual in my crease. And I'm going back with a little bit more of the Bordeaux. And the best thing I can tell you about putting on eyeshadow if you have hooded eyes like I do is to be looking forward into the mirror so that you can still see the crease color when your eyes are open. And like if I'm looking directly at you about there, you can, I want the darkest shade to just be there, and I want it to get gradually lighter as it goes up towards my brows. And I'm just doing a little bit more blending with my 6 brush. I'm using this small IT Cosmetics brush to take a little bit of Bordeaux, and this is just like an angled brow brush, and I'm running this kind of like at the edge of the outer corner here, and I'm going to do it kind of up here at the outer corner as well. I'm going to use the Delium 731 brush with a tiny bit of Earl Grey and smudge it like at the roots of the lower lash line, just to give a little more definition down here. I'm just basically going to kind of blend a little bit like this. Going to use a little bit of Softbox Black Widow with this brush. Basically, if you have hooded eyes, you are often told don't use a lot of liner because you don't have a lot of lid space. So what you do is you kind of go in right here, and I can't really be as aggressive as I normally would be because I have lash extensions in. But you just work the black lashes like into the roots of the upper lash line, so it kind of helps give you the appearance of having your eyes lined. I'm also smudging some at the outer upper lash line just to, at sort of like an angle, just to sort of deepen it a little bit more out here, and I'm going to blend it. Okay, I'm going back over with my Goth 6 brush just to soften out any harsh edges. Now I'm going to apply my foundation. I'm going to use Too Faced Born This Way in Snow. I'm going to add a drop of Paula's Choice Hyaluronic Acid Booster, and I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. As you can see right now with my face, I have a little bit of red pinkness, whatever you want to call it, from rosacea. If you saw my recent video about Gen Beauty, you saw, oh my god, a ton of redness. But you know, people are always like, oh, you have great skin. Some days, maybe, but a lot of the time, I feel like my skin looks like crap because of my rosacea, and I hate it. But the Hyaluronic Acid Booster is really nice because it adds moisture. And I feel like the color Snow is a really good match on me. I think I'm somewhere between N0 and N5, and I think this is probably about an N5. It's a little darker than my neck, but I honestly feel like it looks pretty good overall, and it gives me good coverage. I don't know where my NYX Micro Brow Pencil is currently hiding, so I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Granite. And really all I'm doing with this is darkening the ends of my brows a little bit because I'm going to use the Glossier Boy Brow. The next step is to use Glossier Boy Brow in black. And this is my favorite color for my brows. If you can't tell, today's a pretty casual day, aside from the fabulous eyeshadow. I got my hair trimmed. Hung out with my stylist Christian for a little bit. He's awesome. He's been doing some really cool photography stuff. I don't know if you ever check out the posts that he makes over on my blog, but he shares a lot of his beautiful hair artwork there. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara because it's appropriate for Deadpool. And when you have lashes on, you don't really, or I really don't need to add extra length. I really just darken the tips because it seems like they get a little, I don't know, covered in eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to put on blush. I'm going to put on NARS and Passion, which is a super pale, like pink color. It looks like it has a hint of nude to it. I think this is actually a pretty flattering blush shade. Now I'm going to use Luxie Beauty Ever After as my highlight today, but I like the color shift a lot. I'm also going to use it for the highlight under the brow. I'm going to blend just a little bit. I'm applying a little bit at the inner corner. Although, let's be real, I like my highlighter to be blinding. I want you to see me from across the room. I'm going to give you 3 different lip looks for this look just because I can. The first one is going to be a soft lip. I'm going to use Urban Decay's Native Pencil, and then I'm going to top it with Tarte Namaste. Okay, for my second lip look, I'm going to use Urban Decay's Anarchy Pencil along with Tarte's Adorbs. I personally really love this formula because I don't feel like it's super drying like a lot of the matte liquid lipstick formats. This is sort of like almost a, I don't know, a moussey cream type formula. It does kiss off though, just to be warned. So here is lip look number 2. And this is probably my favorite, although we'll see. We'll see how the red turns out. For the third lip look, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Wonderland Pencil and Tarte Frenemy. So this is Frenemy. It's a really dark, like burgundy, brown, red type shade. So for the last lip look, I'm going to try an ombre lip. And I'm going to start probably with Tarte Pencil, and then maybe do a little bit of Necromancy Cosmetics Lydia, followed up by Necromantia, which is the teal, and then probably top that off with a little bit of Teal Me Up. All right, so here is my super dark teal lip. I did blot and everything. I feel like it's kind of hard to actually tell this is teal because it's such a dark black and teal. So I'm gonna add a tiny bit of Teal Me Up. This is the eye look that I'm going to wear. Aside from the dark lipstick, which I do love dark lipstick, but I don't think that I like it with this look. I'm probably going to go with the bright pink lipstick. That's what I'm going to wear. Anyway, what are your Valentine's Day plans? Are you going to go see Deadpool? Please be sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure you subscribe to my channel. I make new videos weekly. Thanks so much for watching.